Occasional speaker, Ms. Carol Fox. Carol Fox is an internationally qualified and recognised speaker, author, personal coach and facilitator. As one of Australia's first professional female lifeguards, a national level swimmer and water polo player, she's experienced the mindset of champions firsthand. Her years as a university lecturer and coach confirmed her belief that champions are simply people who found their life's purpose and who live that purpose with clear focus. As a trailblazer in surf life saving, Carol was able to learn the key elements that enable someone to follow their dream despite what other people think, and she's here today to share that wisdom with you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Carol Fox.
Thank you, Chancellor and members of the faculty, graduates and your friends and your family. I have to just say how privileged I felt sitting up on stage watching you walk by, just seeing the pride on your faces having achieved what you have here today. For the past 20 years, I've had a training company and I've had the privilege of working in many areas with leaders of the industry in sport, entertainment, business and education, just sharing information on team building, leadership concepts and success. Recently I worked with a group of gymnasts, and as I was working with them, I was working with the coaches. And I'm in the training room with the coaches, and outside, through the window, we could see these little gymnasts, their athletes, lining up at the bottom of a great big climbing wall. So the coaches were getting distracted and they said, "Can we go and watch the athletes?" I said, "Sure." So we go over to the climbing wall, and when we get there, they're harnessed in and they start to climb. And as they start to climb and they get to about the 1 metre mark, the coaches start. "You girls are too little, the wall's too high, the grips are too far apart and you'll come off." And guess what? A couple come off the wall. And then they get to about the 3 metre mark. It starts again. "You girls are too little, the wall's too high, you'll never make it, the grips are too far apart." Guess what? A couple more come off. And then they're getting up pretty high around the 5 metre mark. So the coaches, to make sure that they could hear them, "It's too high, you're too small, the grips are too far apart, and the winds come up as well, you won't make it." And a couple more come down. Until only one made it all the way up there. And I said, "You know, when she comes down, let's find out why she was the only one who made it despite what you were all saying to her." And talking about making it despite what other people say, hear, think and feel, I want to share with you 3 key concepts for success that over the years of working with leaders and successful people I've come across. The first one is to set goals and dream big. You know, when you hop into a car and we have a GPS, usually we put a destination in. Would that be correct? And so we put our destination in, and sometimes our GPS gets us there straight away, and sometimes it takes us to really interesting places. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's what happens for me. But what if you got in your car and you didn't know your destination? You wouldn't go anywhere. And all goal setting is simply giving your mind a directive of where it is you would like to go in your life out of all of the possibilities that are out there. But I know when I want to do goal setting with some groups, people roll their eyes and go, "Oh, I don't want to set goals." How come? What if they don't come true? Well, what if they do? You know, sitting in anxiety is really interesting because it keeps you stuck. Did you know that you can only do anxiety, you can only be anxious if you're focusing on all the things that you don't want to have happen in your life? And why would you do that? You know, do we know 100% what's going to happen in our future? No. So if I sit there